What is going on, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about the Kraken Z63. I recently purchased it and upgraded my computer. It was one of the components in the upgrade, and I've realized that I had a problem as much as other people too. My screen here was not straight, and this was not the model where you can kind of, switch it to certain degrees by itself, like actually grab the LCD to switch it. I realized that even in the software, if you go in there, you can change it 90 degrees yourself to 4 different angles, of course, around it, but it didn't line up. So I kind of realized that, I had to take it apart and made sure that the actual ring, the bracket on it, was straight ahead. So pretty much you're going to get a bracket like this. It's going to be a little bit shorter on these ends. Like, it's going to be like probably right there. You can see it's like right here. It's going down. You got to make sure that it's lined up to the bracket like this. But of course, like I said, it's going to be a little bit skinnier, so it's going to be a little bit shorter. They're right here and right here. So if you were like me, you probably took off the little screen tablet that says do not turn off, do not take off until you turn on and plug everything in, which I did ahead of time, and I didn't notice that I put it in the right direction or the right angle. So what I did is I kind of ripped a sticky note and I used the Next logo they usually have here. Let me see if I can move to the Lex logo real quick. I'm going to go into my app, and while I'm doing that, you would get a sticky note like this and just rip off the actual sticky side, and depending on what your angle is, you would kind of line it up to where the Z and the X are in the middle of your cooler, which would be like right around here. I'm going to change it now. I'm going to see if I can just change it to the NZXT. Okay, so there it is. So what I did is I technically took a strip off of this. I can do that now actually for you, make it a little bit easier. And what I did is I kind of just put it over the ZX to make sure that that's where it's going to be straight. And what I did is I turned everything off, unplugged everything, took it off the bracket, and behind the bracket I made sure that it was aligned. So I think it was like this when it started off. Made sure it's straight up and down. And you're going to also make sure that your USB cords and your power cords and everything else is straight up coming from your motherboard. Now, the actual tubing that goes into your cooler is going to be on the side. Now, as you can see, it kind of, gives a little resistance to my RAM, which is fine. It's locked in. It's not really pushing it as much, but it's going to be fine. But that's where you want to center it. That's where you want to be. Like I said, this right here has to be straight up. It wasn't really that much of a problem trying to get it off the bracket. This is not the bracket for it. The AM4 bracket, I have it on it now. But like I said, you gotta just make sure it's straight up like this. If you're like me, you kind of nitpicked and made sure that, you want it straight. It's kind of like that aesthetic. You bought it for a reason. You're not gonna spend all this money for no reason to kind of, have it sideways. But either way, it's pretty cool. And going through different ones, it'll save them for you. I have a couple here. This is actually one of my favorites right here. Princess Mononoke, as you can see. And of course, from Naruto, Kakashi. Now, if you want me to show you a video of me taking it apart and actually realigning it for you, why don't you like, subscribe, and just tell me below in your comments if you've had any problems with these adjusting it, or if you need any problems with, or if you need any solutions for your problems for your Kraken. I've actually started messing with this thing a lot. It's a beautiful thing. I got it in white. Its cooling is amazing on it, and I would recommend it to everybody. But thanks for watching, okay? And I hope this helped.